Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining Misha and Crystal do reality reviews. How are you doing, Misha?
I am good. How are you, Crystal?
Good. Misha and I are both Emmy women on the money. Okay, so Misha's got things to do. She's doing her brand. She's doing her marketing after this. So let's get it going. So hold on, y'all. Let's get it going. So this, and first of all, thank you, Misha, for uh, doing this because and this was a funny scene because this was when everybody was together, but this was when he was like, "Is everybody sick in the dating industry or whatever dating in the DC?" He kept saying stuff, and they were like, "But look at our girl, Patience over here. She's like, yes, she's praying. She's got the
Both.
amen hands. She's got the
She is deep in it.
yes. She's like, please, please get it right, get it right. So, okay, what's your overall quick assessment of the new season?
I don't know who you want to start with. I don't
Okay,
even know. But I will say this.
like of the whole show,
I
like
I
overall
do
assessment.
I do feel like there are some genuine connections.
Mhm.
Um a lot more than last season where I felt like it was like, well, maybe, well, I don't know, blah blah blah. But so this time it seems more genuine to me. I could be wrong, but it does seem like there are more genuine connections that I like this cast. I like that it's smaller, and I like that they're I don't know what to even say or call it, but I just like that they're themselves, if that makes sense. But
I do like this cast. I do think that there are some handsome guys on this cast. I do also think this is the first episode, but yeah, this is the first episode. Let's see how many times let's see if they are able to get their phones this episode and how much outside hanging out they're going to be doing because that is going to
mhm.
dictate a lot of this, as you know. Hey, first home tuber. Hey, Sharon F. Hey, Candace. How are you guys doing? Thank y'all for
Hello,
joining us.
hello.
Hey, is it time be Shalon? I hope I'm
Yes.
pronouncing that right. Okay, so this is when everybody's together, and I didn't know that Patience was that tall. So let's go to. I kind of want to go to Patience, but I also know that you have a
Mhm.
sequence here. So this was interesting. So I didn't mind Wiley. I didn't mind him. What I did notice about the guys and the girls though is that they went younger on the guys, older on the girls than last season. And last season, our first episode, I said they went older on the guys, younger on the girls. I feel like it
Mhm.
was reversed last season. So I just think that's interesting when you have people that want to have children or the whole, if you really go deep and get to know somebody, those qualifying things are important. So first episode, I didn't mind Wiley. I thought that he was kind of young, but depending on who he's talking to. For some reason, what's her name? I know
Kina.
Dina?
Kina with a K.
Kina with a K. Um, okay. What did you think? Go ahead. I know there's something else I want to say, but go ahead.
She I I like her for TV. I think like I almost got like a little bit of a like Phaedra from Atlanta Housewives, like as far
Hmm.
as her like shadiness. I don't think that's what you need for a love competition or a dating competition. So I don't know if maybe she was there with ulterior motives or what. but the shade was there when
Right.
she was like, "Oh, you're 32. Well, you look 35."
Yes.
And when she was saying that Fernando, he got too much booty for me. I like to be the one with the most booty. I was like,
Right.
"Oh my goodness." But no one made comments about her apparel because people felt like she should have had a better bra. She shouldn't have wore like a nightgown. People were talking about her edges, but everybody's edges was hit. So it must have been hot out there because everybody's hair was like
That's the same comment I made about
raged
last season.
through.
Mhm. And I remember literally they were saying that we are here all day, and we're gonna see later on when she gets tired and she has a headache that they've been out there for 15 hours. It's hot,
Drinking liquor, no
drinking,
water in sight.
and the
Right.
food that they gave us was subpar. So I didn't mind her dress as patient's dress that I had an issue with, but now that I see it sitting down, like I think that's a pillow behind her. Um, I think you and I are have body yada yada. Basically, we're of the thicker persuasion.
Cooler.
So right. I will. We are voluptuous. So I don't. She actually reminds me of a friend of mine. Like just her.
Mhm.
We're round. We have round faces. As Aries, we have round faces. I don't know her sign, but I'm just saying. I don't like her hair with this dress. You understand what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
hair, that's a very young ponytail to me. That's a very, top up, back down. That's what I think.
Hmm.
But as far as but I do think that her little comments were very cute. Um what did you say? I am.
I'm not even gonna play with Jay Antoinette because that's the truth.
What did Jay Internet say? I don't see it yet. Hold on.
She said, as a fellow plus size woman, I know Miss Keena had sweat pouring down her stomach.
Had to, or her
Listen,
back.
the
Yeah,
boobies,
or
the
just right here.
stomach, the
Girl.
back, the inner thighs, everything was sweaty. I know that for a fact.
During what I tell you, during CMK the other night, I was a C cup in 6th grade, girl. But um, but I didn't mind. I don't know. I didn't like the styling, but I didn't mind the dress. I thought maybe just she needed a cincher, but I liked the dress. I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah.
This is I liked her. I liked her. I thought she just had this natural look. Just she was I liked her dress, I liked her outfit, their conversation. Um, I thought their conversation was nice. I thought, yeah, I didn't think he showed very much that he's been to therapy or done some he's had some he said, I'll be honest, I cheated. Like he's had some therapy
Mhm.
around cheating because he said, he went to therapy to find out why. So I thought that was a good thing. That doesn't mean that he's fully healed. That doesn't mean he's not going to do it again. That doesn't mean anything else. That just means that he's trying to do the work. So as far as a first date conversation, that was nice. What did you think?
I felt okay. I'm gonna talk about appearance and then we'll get into their actual connection. I was like, I just wanted to pull, hey, Chloe girl. I just wanted to pull them shoulder pads out of Sabrina's
Oh yes,
dress.
you were talking about.
She just way too little and petite for that look. I was like, her show, like she was just walking around, hey everybody. And I was like, girl, take that out. But Demetrius, he looked like AJ's evil twin to me. Like
I
he
kind of
was
see that.
scaring me.
This is the back of him, but I kind of see what you mean. Did you have? Okay, that's the okay. We're about to get into that one, but
But he
I,
looked like I was just, yeah, but them their connection,
or
I
AJ
liked
is the
it.
evil twin and he's the
Huh?
good guy, or AJ is the evil twin and he's the good guy.
Sure. Okay,
'Cause
Crystal.
we know AJ, because we know AJ had some issues. We don't know. We'll,
But
we'll see.
I liked their connection. I liked, because people call it trauma bonding, and I didn't mind it this
Chloe.
episode. I didn't mind it with her and him, with Patience and Tori. I didn't mind it because because I just felt like they were talking about how they wanted to progress, how they wanted to move forward, how they wanted to correct things that were done in their past. And I felt like last season with Walter, it was just sob stories. Like just, well, my dad did this, my wife died, it was just sob stories. There was really no correction or like changes that he wanted to make. So in this episode, I did not mind it because
Mhm.
I felt like they addressed their mistakes and how they are going to correct it. So I actually enjoyed them.
I enjoyed them. I didn't. I did think that the other one with Patience was a little too much too soon. But it's funny that you mentioned the shoulder pads because I was more interested in the fact that I liked the dress, and then when I saw your show, I was like, oh my gosh, I do see the shoulder pads now. Like now, now that she's like pointing it out to me, and then I was like, oh, they are big. Like, and she's so, and she is petite too. She's not, she's a petite woman and she's got the shoulder pads on. I was like, oh, there they are. So yeah, you did definitely point those shoulder pads out to me. Um, I liked their conversation. Just talked about past history and stuff like that. I didn't think their conversation was bad at all, and how they want to move forward and how they want to do better. Okay, PO, call the po,
Oh, child.
have him arrested for bad one-liners. Just stop. Just stop. You are 48 years
He
old.
came out the door swinging with it, and it caught me off guard.
Mhm.
Cause well, first of all, I want to address these promo pics they put out. They did them no justice, cause they was looking a little raggedy. But when we actually saw them on video, I was like, these aren't bad looking people. But I felt like he came off like he was going to be the mature one based off his photos. Then when he started talking, I was like, child. I kind of felt like he was the Corey of the group. Like I felt like they saved him for entertainment purposes because I really felt like he should have went home instead of Fernando. But it was just corny. The whole because I deliver. I was like, man, you 60 something. You sit down.
Yeah.
You
No,
ain't delivering nothing but
I
some
thought the
eggs and
same.
bacon in the morning. Just stop. And like, and when he was, I feel like he was going too hard on Ace. No, I don't really like Ace yet because I don't have a feel for her. But I feel like he was doing too much. So I was just like, there's a difference. Like he's like, are you intimidated? No, there's a difference between being intimidated and annoyed. Like I think she was annoyed by him. I don't think she was intimidated at all. I think she was thinking in her head, how do I get out of this conversation? Like, how do I get away from here?
No, I totally agree. Somebody in the chat, you just said that you don't know about her yet. I actually liked her dress was different. Her dress was
Mhm.
like it
She was
wasn't
the only smart one with that protective style.
right. And I think somebody else has a protective style Joy, but I like her.
Oh, she does.
I liked her outfit. It was different. It wasn't just a slip dress. Um, and I do like her hair. I like the outfit. But now Popo, sir, I totally agree with you that the promo pics. I thought that he's a mature, intelligent, mature man. He's 48. I think he's the oldest in the bunch. And when he first came on the scene, I was like, he's not bad looking. His ears stick out a little bit, but he's not bad looking. I was like, okay. And then he started talking to her, and he literally she said, I'm divorced. I have and she was about to, I feel like she was about to say, I have a son, but he cut her off and he
Mm-hmm.
said, oh, start all over, go back. What happened to you? What happened in your marriage? So you didn't give it time. So you just gave up. I was like, yo, is this why? What is this rapid fire questions? And then, oh, I'm sorry. Am I intimidating you? I'm like, stop and let her answer the
Mm-mm.
question. It was absolutely like she was just like, how can I get out of this? Like I felt bad for her because I really think that she was kind of interested in talking to him, and then he just went left. It was weird too. I do agree with you, and I think I said this in Chloe's show that They kept him for production. There's no reason.
Right.
Yeah, now what's his name? The other guy, I think that yeah, he was a little sweaty. Yeah, he was but I didn't think that he was because it was hot and sweaty out there. But I didn't think he was worse than
Oh,
him. I just thought I was like the only reason they kept him around and let the other guy go is
right.
because they thought that he would bring some fire to the show.
Hmm.
Because the other guy is 34, no kids, and I don't know. We don't even know about him because he just started in on her. You could have found out, and she was like, "I was married for a year and a half. I was young. Like it was a oh, well, who's to say well, if we get together, then you just not gonna just leave me?" It's like shut up and let her talk.
Right.
Yeah,
Maybe the liquor was getting to him. The liquor and the heat are not a good mix. I don't know. I'm not because from what I don't know, from what the preview show, it seemed like he makes it pretty far in the process. So maybe he toned it down. I don't know, but he was doing way too much with her.
he was doing
So
way too much. And I do wonder, like this was some good material that they got of him with her, but did he do this with all the some of the other girls too? Did he just go in like this with
he
everybody?
didn't seem to do that with the D girl. What was her name? In the
He,
yellow dress.
yeah, he
Davita, Danica,
something like that,
Danica, something.
like that.
Whatever
Yeah,
her name
yeah.
was. He was very flirtatious with her from what
Mhm.
they've showed. So I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm going out too far. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so let's start with the wardrobe. What did you guys think? What did you think? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Um, it was decent. It looks fine here. When she stood up, I was like, "What is okay? Is that a cutout?" I didn't know what was going on with the rest of it. I was in Chloe's live earlier, and she was talking about that part. She was like, "Why is the part like?"
On this when she had her ITM, like she had a swoop part. It's, that's not even because I like a deep part too. My part is here, but it's not like a swoop, like a forehead part. It was like a
It
deep.
was confusing because like on this side it looked like a side part, and then this side it was a swoop. I didn't know what was.
What's
I
happening?
didn't know. I was like, are these different days? Did she change her hair? Like I didn't know what was going on.
So
But
real quick, we're gonna get into Chloe's comment because we keep going back and forth about they didn't have a casting special, and at the same time they went from one show right into the other. So I was kind
yeah,
of glad
I
they
still
didn't
don't
have
know the
that.
people's name from last season,
But
and they gonna.
oh,
Hmm.
I know their names because they've done so many interviews at this point. But this season, because they didn't have a casting special, I feel like do we regret not seeing this casting special? I don't know. What do you think?
I I feel at first I was like I felt like it was kind of messy to not do one because I feel like you're not getting to know like them individually or know what they want or what they bring to the table in a sense. But then I kind of felt like I liked it because here's the thing with a lot of these casting specials, we we develop an opinion without even seeing them interact with anyone. We're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh no, he just here to play. She's desperate. She just wants somebody with money. Like we like get this opinion. So it was fun to watch them without already having a made up opinion in our head. But at the same time, I feel like I'm judging them based off the connection and not them as a person because we really don't know about them as a person. So sitting there, I'm like, I like Patience and Tori. Is it Patience? What
It's
Precious? Is that her
Patience
name?
and that's Corey. I think it's Tori or
Tori.
this guy
Child,
with dreadlocks.
the people in the picture. I felt like I just looked at them like I like their connection and I like where it's going. But in the end, because we don't know anything about them, they may be completely wrong for each other. But based off this interaction, I felt like they would be a good match. I feel like Precious, she can she can match with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like her type of personality, she can click with multiple people. But with Tori, I feel like Tori, she's gonna end up being his only option. I don't feel like
Mm.
Tori has that ability to connect or be like that socialite personality type of thing. So I feel like they can connect, but I see Precious having more options than him.
I actually agree with you. I totally, and I'm gonna say straight up, I love the color red, dark, especially dark reds, but I felt like she was gonna have a wardrobe malfunction in this dress. Now, the other girl, I did not think it was gonna be such a wardrobe malfunction, but this dress, I was like, girl, it's just too many. It was too many slits and too many. It was just one or the other or something. I don't dislike it. I just thought it was yeah, that's what I thought. I don't dislike the dress. It was just the slit was too high. Um yeah. I like his suit. I like Tori. Is it Tori? I like him, but I totally agree with you that he's gonna end up having one or two connections and she's gonna have three or four or five.
Mm-hmm.
I just see that. I think that she is somebody that, and who was the guy? It wasn't Tori. When she first came on the scene, she walked him over to a bench and she's like, this is a moniker for our,
Was that Popo? I don't know if that was Popo.
oh, I didn't
Um,
think that was Popo. I thought that was, well, now that I think about it, I thought it was the guy that got cut. Now that,
no,
but
I think it was Demetrius because I wasn't.
okay.
I thought she was very attracted to him. Was she the one
Hmm.
that when he walked through the door, she was like, "He is fine." I thought.
She
I don't know.
walked him over to that bench and said, "This is I'm going to be the leader for our," like she gave that impression. But I agree with you that she's going to have four or five connections and he is definitely somebody that wants to build and have that one or two. He's going to have one or two connections. Um yeah, her part was problematic. Um yeah, see now I see them. Now I see them. I did not see them the other earlier. But, but now I'm like, they are 1985 shoulder pads. What's her name? She was very sophisticated to me. See now
I don't know if it's Danica, Danita. I know it's something with a D. I
neat.
don't remember because we. I don't feel like I don't know who she made a connection with. We didn't
Oh,
really
okay.
see much from her.
Right. Okay. So in the casting special, y'all don't have to have, okay, if y'all are listening to us, you don't have to have a 3 hour casting special. Okay. You can do a 30-minute introduce them like a so we know instead of because now we're kind of we don't know who they are. So I like her. What did you think about this?
What did you think about? I wasn't expecting Fernando to be in the bottom. I'll say that. I wasn't expecting that. I thought Popo was for sure going to be like absolute like going home type of thing. Um oh,
Dania.
Kirby knows her
Thank you,
name. Kirby
Jay.
said Dakia. You know Kirby paying attention.
Yes, is it Dakia or
So,
Dania?
but
It's
um I
Dakia.
didn't I
I
don't know. I
like
guess they said he was like seemed like he was on a interview type of thing, like he was giving his representative, but I didn't think he was that bad. But I don't know.
I didn't think he was that bad at all. I thought it was hot out there. But what's so funny is someone said that he asked the standard question, "What do you do for a living?" That they ask in the Potomac, that they ask in DC. It's like a moniker for, your worth, how much you make. Oh, if you do this,
Right.
you
Very
make
true.
six figures, or they want to see if you work for the federal government or something like that. So that does stand to reason. I hear what they're saying.
Wait a minute. Because I forgot, I must have put in Fernando's picture late, or I don't know if I missed his picture, but I totally forgot about him and the ex-wife and the swingers
Yeah,
club, and
I think you
he
do
didn't
have
get
it in there.
invited to the swingers club.
That's in
I was
there.
like, is this man still hurting? I must have forgot it somewhere.
Oh, I thought
But
it was sorry, y'all. Sorry, now I'm moving through the script. Hold on a second.
But but I was like, are you still hurt over this? And
Yeah,
it's like, you're not mad that your wife is a swinger. You just mad that you weren't invited. So were you a swinger too? So it just posed so many questions for me. I didn't know what was going on.
yeah, I agree with you. Well, no, that is hard to get past. Like if you find that out afterwards um and you're dating this woman and you don't know, and then what you come home and because you remember what was the movie Old School where he came home and she's got like two and three a guy in the bathroom and two women in the bed, like she's a swinger and she's like doing big doing big stuff. So if it was such a surprise to him, you know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, that's you can't easily deal with that.
He still seemed like he was in pain. Like seemed like he was going on a rant. I'm like, maybe you shouldn't be here if you that hurt. But it was a little weird. Hopefully, we'll get to learn more about this story. But that was more interesting than him being on the show.
Yeah.
But
The Thickums was laughing about the cheating. I don't know if he really cares. I think he. Are you talking about what's the Thickums? Are you Fernando Thickums because of his butt? Because they were making comments about his butt.
yeah,
I feel like he cared. I feel like he's like it probably he doesn't trust so easily. I think he wanted to know, is this something you want to do? So let me know.
the suit. I think the suit might have did it. The suit might have just like what's his name, Khalil, the teacher, where like he didn't look the part. So I think maybe that. Cause look it, you got Clifton in a t-shirt and the girls is just all over him. So I think maybe I don't know.
You know
I
what?
feel
And
like
then
partly it was the suit,
sorry.
then partly he's not over his ex, and then he was doing all that sweating and stuff.
It
But
was
I don't.
hot. It was hot in the Potomac. If you are a swinger, you have to bring a partner. His wife was foul. I guess married men or only there can only be single women and married men or something like that. I think yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he was an active swinger because I think his issue was you didn't bring me.
You didn't tell me about it. You didn't yeah. Mhm.
Child.
So what did you think about this connection? Did you think it was a connection or was surface?
I thought it was very surface level and I just didn't understand. I could not appreciate this connection because of the way she talked about Fernando. So if you're going to say Fernando is bringing his representative and he's like acting like he's not being really himself, but then you're just sitting here being flirtatious and that's just got you all in. You're not really even talking about nothing. Y'all just flirting, drinking off each other's glasses. And I was like, ew, like, why? Y'all don't like y'all never heard of mono COVID. I know y'all gotta take COVID test before you go there, but still, like
Right.
I would still have a little bit of like precaution. But I just felt like if you're not attracted to the man, just say you're not attracted. Don't act like Fernando has a personality flaw or something. You just wasn't into that man. You just wasn't attracted to him. You're attracted to Clifton, so you appreciate the conversation with him. I think that's
So
all it was.
yeah, she said I enjoy flirting with you. Clifton was getting very comfortable. She was like, "You want to go back inside?" He said no, and I know the mosquitoes were biting. So you know he must have liked it. I think so. I don't know. I think it was definitely a physical attraction, but I didn't think it was in-depth conversation. You know, like you said,
Right.
yeah, it was just really a physical attraction. I like it. It was easy and natural. So Chloe says it was kind of just like an easy, okay, this is a first time conversation and we'll see how the next conversation goes. That's what it seemed like to me. Clifton can get it though. Clifton, he was
Okay.
handsome. Like Clifton was handsome. He had them. Everybody was getting on him because he didn't wear a suit. But I was like, I bet you it is hard to tailor a suit for Clifton. Clifton,
Well,
he's thinking about
he knew it was hot. He was smart.
he was
I
smart.
think he was smart. It don't make no sense to wear no three-piece suit out there and everybody else sweating out their edges. But I like
Exactly.
with Nisi. I agree with Nisi. She said he didn't want to drink that glass, and I agree. He looked very hesitant. He stared at that glass for about a long 5 seconds,
That's what
like
I thought too.
should I? Will she look
He
clean?
kind of,
Well,
he kind of like, I'll just
he
hold it.
he flipped it back and forth
He
and was just like YOLO and threw
did.
it back. I
He
was like,
did. He was like, he was like, I like her, so I'll just like play with it for a second, but I'm not gonna drink out this glass. Or I don't know. I just got the feeling that
and she like, my lips are all over it, girl. We know, and it's nasty.
yes, Crystal Girl Clifton is a baddie. He looks like and smells good. He looks like and
Oh, not
smells
the
good
baby
and makes
making.
beautiful babies. Yes. But also the reason why I like Clifton is not just because I mean the looks, but also he just likes to have a good time. I just get the feeling that Clifton loves to
Right.
I just get the feeling that but I also think
It
that a
was
lot
lighthearted, and I
yes.
think that's what because Chloe says she liked their interaction. I think that's a piece of it was that it was lighthearted. You saw like other people just jump into the tough topics. So I think maybe it's good in a sense. I just that's the only thing. It's not even this connection. Is what she said about Fernando. That I don't know, but yeah.
Uh-oh, here comes Jeremy. I'm gonna star your comment, Jeremy. Hold on, I'm gonna get back to you. Clifton looks sturdy. Not sturdy. Like a
Sturdy.
truck. Like
A
um
table.
like a table, like a nice wooden table. Well, so that's what I was about to say about Clifton. I think that he might be not
He
the
looked like he got options on and
he's
off
gonna
the
have
show.
right. He's gonna have I feel like so many women are gonna be after him that
Mhm.
uh he's gonna make a decision. He's gonna be the Dante. He's gonna be like, listen, I'm not playing these
Right.
games. This is who I want, but there's gonna be all this infighting and unnecessary infighting. That's what it seemed like to me.
I feel like that's why his wardrobe was the way his wardrobe very much said, I got other places to be. I got other options. Like he was not dressed to impress. Like this is just a normal day for him. Like he meets women on the daily. He don't have to like so I don't know. We'll see. Clifton could
Y'all
do
ever think
what?
maybe boy Clifton could do that? Do
Do
what you
what? You talk the breakfast scene where what's his
right?
name was in
Okay,
the kitchen, butt naked, cooking bacon? Is that what you're talking about?
Clifton is Ving Rhames. Are you? Yeah, okay, yeah. He, you know what? Now I see it. Okay. What? Now this is Laverne, right?
Yeah.
Laverne, he just took up residence. He said, "I'm just gonna let them come to me." But I also think that this
Oh,
might be
it
what he
wasn't just
does.
flew in and out. I was getting so mad at them. I was like, if you don't stand in the corner and make them chase you, don't come. Oh, excuse me, can I take a seat? Can I sit there? I want to talk to Laverne. I was like, if y'all don't get some doggone
Right.
self value and worth, and like, they was making me so mad.
When I tell you, I was like, okay, he just took up residence and he just sits here. And you know how you just said with Clifton, he got options on and off the show. I was like, okay, Laverne, he just sits there and lets women come to him. I was like, huh, I know it's later in the show and I know it's hot and all this other stuff, but has he gone and asked anybody for their number? Um,
But he said he likes alpha women, and I was like, what? So that made me think he was like another Walter. Like he don't think he should have to pursue, or he thinks it should
right,
be 50-50. I just felt like I just saw like his moments and thought like he's going to be very arrogant. I know it's very early, so we're not going to see everything, but I just see him being very arrogant and full of himself. And why do you want the woman to be the alpha? Is that because you're lacking leadership? Like what? Like why do you want her to be the one that's like dominating you? And I was
Mhm.
like, I hope he ain't no Cornelius or Naeem. Like he getting walked like a dog and like I don't know. I think he's gonna be trouble. I don't think he's gonna make it with anyone on the show.
Do you think that most of the women this season have masculine energy? I'm asking you. Well, this is what
Um,
Jeremy just said. Laverne was more handsome than I expected. This season seems like most of the women have masculine energy. I don't like it. I don't get that impression.
no. The only person that comes to my mind was Keena, but I don't want to say she was masculine. It just didn't seem like she was there to make a connection.
No,
It
which
seemed
one
like
is
she was
Keena?
doing the opposite. She was more so like turning off the men than turning them on.
Now here I go.
So,
Which one was Keena? Is she the one in the yellow dress?
who?
Which one is
Oh,
Keena?
the black dress with the ponytail.
Okay. Okay, she's the
Ye-
one that got cut, right?
Yes.
Okay. Honestly, and you know what's interesting? She kind of reminded me of Amber. I mean, she doesn't look like Amber from season before last, but she just kind of reminded me of Amber, and Amber, a lawyer, and this, that, and the other. So she kind of just reminded me of Amber. So maybe I don't
But I thought it was funny when Precious said, um, she basically made a comment like I like his smile. Like she basically made a comment like he was too friendly. And I was like, I agree, because we don't want our men to be overly friendly. Like you just smiling and talking in everybody's face. Like
which
but she
one?
made a comment like she likes that he's outgoing, but she doesn't like it for that. I think it's for that reason. But I'm like, you're the social butterfly too. So how is it a problem for him and not for you? But,
Because she knows that in the end, or if she starts to make a connection with him, she's gonna have a problem with it. Like
right.
she likes that he's friendly and that she can get to know him, but she wants him to be friendly with her and not five other women, and she's not gonna like that in the end.
Child.
That's interesting. I'm sorry. I'm just to me, the fact that they kept him and let old boy go. What's his name again? I
Laverne, not Laverne. What Frederico?
Fernando
Oh.
go, and just didn't make it. And I just said, this is absolutely for production. This is because I think that Clifton might bring a little bit more, bring some drama or bring some like interesting um tape, but the fact that they kept him with all his you're 48 years old. Be Paul. At 48, just say your name is Paul. Stop with the one-liners. It's not cute, it's not funny. And my name is P.O. because I deliver. Because what?
I was like, aren't you tired of saying that? Because I didn't heard it 10 times. I know everybody else there had to be tired of hearing that. It's corny. And it's always the ones talking about they deliver and stuff that can't even freaking.
You deliver what? You deliver what? You
They
deliver
the
feedback.
one that, yes.
I mean, you
Mm-mm.
deliver bad
You,
news. You deliver heartbreak. You deliver disease. What are you delivering?
no,
Just
you deliver faulty equipment. That's usually what happens.
right there. Yeah, we're off to a bad start. We're off to a bad start with PO. And he knows. It's so funny. And maybe they're doing this because last season with what's his name? With Lamont, they let Lamont go without getting to know him either. He had the bad spoken word, but that was really it. He had 3 minutes of airtime. One bad spoken word. They didn't really get to know this guy. 5 minutes, and we know that this is bad, but they kept him.
Mhm.
So okay, so I do want to talk about this, the getting rid of or the eliminating somebody the first episode. What do you think of that? I feel like they should get rid of that.
If it was more strategic, um, because I get it, they only have what 2 months to film the show, but maybe or maybe the next day, like where they have time to sleep on it, like what was it like how Ida was sent home the next morning at the brunch? Like
Mhm.
that would be fair if that was the first elimination, I think. But when they've literally, I don't know how long Mr. Man was there, but it was like he was gone within an hour or two. I don't know. That's what it felt like. But yeah, it was a little quick, especially when the numbers are smaller. That's okay. If you're starting with 7 women and 7 men, what's the rush?
Right.
And if you're only adding one other man and one other woman, there shouldn't really be a rush to get rid of anyone. But at the same time, you know when you connecting with somebody, and you not. You know when you're attracted to someone and you know when you're not. So I think for us, we wanted to see more as viewers, but I think as far as them making a connection, I don't see that it's that big of a problem, but it would be nice if it was like the next morning.
I agree, especially with seven people instead of 10. I didn't understand why you still want to get rid of somebody within the first 2 to 3 hours. And
Right.
you're taping all day. They've had to do this COVID test and then they've had to stay, quarantined or whatever. And then they get cut the first couple of hours. And for what? Just because of on the words of somebody that has only known them for a couple of hours. So
Mm-hmm.
the next day, it just doesn't make any sense. I think that they need to cut that part. Um, and Jeremy said Paul and his nostrils. Um,
Uh-oh.
Jeremy said Paul and his nostrils can go. Paul was intimidated by Clifton and couldn't even look at him. I thought that was interesting, and I do think when somebody is giving all of these, one liners and they think they need to make an impression, that's a form of insecurity. Like, you just come in and be yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
um I think that is kind of, you know a insecurity issue. Like, just come in and be yourself. So I don't know about him being intimidated by
True.
Clifton, but I do think he's
I
gonna do.
definitely see that with Paul. Like
Mhm.
you should be in your own, like you should be like flowing in who you are as a person. To have to come in and tell every single person they call me PO because I deliver. And I'm like, boy, sit down. Like who do you think this, like, either it has to be just a game, because I don't know why you would think any woman would be attracted to that.
Right, and at 48, why are you still doing these one-liners? And one girl said, "Well, what do you deliver?" And he just got kind of stuck. Whatever you want me to. I was like, "Stop saying that line if you can't come back. If you don't have a good comeback, like, just stop. Just stop it." um, it's not true dating either. It's not true dating either. It's competitive dating. There's an elimination. I get that there's an elimination and you end up with three couples at the end, but the first night, yeah, after 2 or 3 hours, you've just eliminated somebody. It's not, I just don't think it's, yeah, like you just said, it's not true dating. It's not true. Yeah. Jeremy, you're killing me. Demetrius gives me a Maya Angelou and Cicely Tyson mixture in his face. Maybe it was
I
the
just see I just see AJ's evil twin. I think it's the eyebrows. Like I don't know what happened with the eyebrows, but I don't know. It's something like I don't know. You know, how people have an evil grin. That's what I feel like he has. Like it's I don't know. Like
like
when he smiles, he doesn't look happy. He looks like he's up to something.
like
Like it's
sinister, like there's something behind his eyes.
yes. I don't know. He just scared me kind of. I don't know.
So, and my thing is, I guess they're going to be adding two people, or what do you call it?
Yes.
So if you're going
Uh-huh.
to eliminate two and then add two in a couple of days that they got to vote on or something like that, or there's a blind, what did he say?
a blind date. So that was what I was kind of confused with. Is it speed dating? Is like the one new girl gonna like have a blind date with all the men? Like, I don't know. I don't know what they mean by blind date. Is everyone getting a blind date? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. This these little cliffhangers. Just keep the two people that you cut. Clifton got that BDE.
Child.
PO should be returned to sender. That's so funny. Maybe that first elimination forces them to actively mingle and try to make.
Yeah.
That's the only that's the only thing I
Hmm.
can think of. AW like, but they should be doing that anyway.
Hmm.
Hey, God's gift, Mike. Okay, so so predictions. Who do you think is going next?
Ace.
Hmm. Ace is the one that Popo was talking to, right? Ace is the one. Isn't this Ace?
Yeah, I
It's
really
the,
didn't. Honestly, I
no?
really didn't hear the men mention her name as far as an interest, and I don't really understand her. Like, I really didn't get a feel for her. I know it's just episode one, but I don't know. I don't know. And was her voice weird to you? I don't know. Something about her voice was like,
Her
I
voice
was
was a
like, is
little
that your real voice? Or I don't know if it was me, but I don't
weird.
know. Yeah, I just don't know what it is about her, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I actually she's who I picked as well. And I don't know why. And even if it may not be next, but it may be in like the next two. I'm sorry. I don't what.
Candace Cole said Ace was talking about yoga and turned off Oh Boy. Yeah, that was funny
Yes.
when Wiley was like, she wouldn't stop talking about yoga.
Yeah, she
I was
couldn't
trying
stop
to talk
talking about
to
it.
her.
Like her and Wiley had no connection. Just move on to the
Mhm.
next because she just kept talking about yoga and being centered and medit. And I was like, oh Lord, Wiley, just get out of the conversation. Just move away. So, but I like her, but I just don't know that this is the good show for her. This is the right show for her. You know what I'm saying? I do like
Yeah.
the dress. I think it's different. Um,
Hmm.
because I feel like most of the other ladies, except for shoulder pads, kind of had the I don't know was was predictable. So yeah, she kept talking about yoga. Excuse me. Did you see Wiley's connection with Keena? Not Keena, the other girl in the black.
What
There's an,
other girl?
there's another girl in black.
Oh, her hair was really sweated out. What is her name?
What is
She
that?
didn't get no camera time either.
But it did seem their only camera time. It did seem like they had with her and Wiley that she was at least very
I don't
attractive.
even remember her
I
name.
don't remember her
I
name.
just
And
remember they showed her and her little edges were shriveled up.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, what happened? I don't even remember
Cindy
what
said,
she said. I don't remember nothing because I was just staring like, what happened to her hair? Because it looked like somebody just threw a bucket of water on her. And I was like, I was looking like, who did that to her? Oh, her name is Tiffany.
Tiffany. Okay, I just got the impression that she was at least
Hey,
very
actually,
attracted
Aubrey.
she was at least very attracted to Wiley. Chindi said Ace is beautifully boring, beautifully. Now I can't even speak, y'all. Ace reminded me of that sister from Medea Family Reunion movie, The Favor Each Other. You are
What's
gonna
the
tell you are
the
um
one that was getting beat, and then she had like the broke sister, and she
yeah.
had
She had
oh okay.
her twists are kind of like that too, but hers a little
Yeah.
yeah, a little bit. A tiny, yeah. I'm gonna give you that, Jeremy. You're right. She does look like that. She does look like
I
that. But
didn't get
I
no
actually
shots of her. Yeah, I don't know if she talked that much. I think we only heard from her during the elimination when there or deliberation, you should say, when she was talking to Tommy, but I was just staring. I think that's why I didn't get a picture because I was just in awe of like what happened to her hair.
Yeah.
But
No, you're right. You're right. That I was like, uh-oh. I just said, but it did give me the impression that her and Wiley at least were flirting. They had a better
yeah,
connection
she did
than
seem to really
Tina
like
and
him.
Wiley. Definitely. Hey, actually,
Mhm.
Aubrey. Yeah, that's so she's who I picked as well. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we get more airtime from her, but it just I didn't see I think that Kina going, that did not surprise me. Um, it just didn't surprise me. Uh, yeah. Who?
They all of them say they should have had some type of umbrella, some type of shade. You got these people standing out in the sun with heels on, with lawn chairs and lawn tables. Ain't not 1 ounce of shade, not one bottle of water. Like, were they just drinking champagne for hours in the heat? Like, did y'all feed them? Like,
Yeah. After
this is
after six
crazy.
hours, they're supposed to get a lunch, and so it was they. And but then 2 hours before, they were probably in hair and makeup. They're it's just it's a lot. But um, what was I gonna say? Oh, Kina going in and sitting in there with what's his name? With Muscle Man and the other girl. I kind of didn't blame her. She was just like, I just want to sit and just I just got a headache. I just need to sit down. I've been on
She's
my
like,
my
I'm
heels.
hungry, I'm hungover,
Right.
I'm
I'm
thirsty, I'm
hot.
dehydrated, this ponytail
Exactly.
too tight.
I just probably would not have
He
but
was
I
like,
was
she
like, gosh.
looks tired. I think
Yeah,
she's
no, that's
tired.
exactly what I said. Poor thing, she looks tired. Because I've been on set all day and I'm like, good God, I just have a headache. But I was like, there's nowhere else to sit that you couldn't have found a restroom or like they was every place in that house occupied, or did production make you go over there and sit over there?
She did, they must have told her, she did that a lot though. She did a lot of interrupting. I was like, what in the world?
I feel like, yeah, I agree with you. That was like the second time I saw her do it. And I said, I wonder if production made her, like Ida said, they made her go sit over there. Because if I've got a headache and I'm tired and I just need to get out of these heels, don't sit me in the middle of a camera in front of two people that are having a good conversation. Let me, let me, rest my eyes somewhere. You could just tell that she was just like done. She was done. She was happy to go home. I don't blame her.
Right.
Like at that point, yeah, send me home so I can get some sleep.
Mm-mm. This is
Keenan
ghetto.
was way off. Yeah, she was hot, and like what her name said, that she probably had sweat coming down the back of that dress. It was probably like, okay, I'm done. This
Mm-mm.
show should have had them in the house with the air conditioning right,
Right.
and after a certain hour, just say, you know what, let's go inside. Like the mosquitoes are biting. I think that's one of the couples did say that.
No, Joy had a doggone bee land on her face. I was like, y'all, come on now. Like,
And they're trying to be, oh, well, let's give them some atmosphere. Let's no, put them inside. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Here he is. This is Fernando. So, and Miss Creative kept saying that we. Do you think he's 34? Do you think that he looks older than
Fernando?
Fernando? He's the one that got cut. He's
Maybe the intern messed up the ages again because last season they had Shiloh, not Shiloh, Phil as 51, and he said he is not 51. So I think, I don't know, because he looked more 44 than 34. But
he did. Yeah, they were like, "Oh no, he's lying." So I don't know about 44, but I definitely agree with you that, that something's going on there. Something's going on there.
mhm.
Yeah, I was afraid she was going to have a wardrobe malfunction. So y'all, I do agree that the next one to go, um, I don't even see the other. Oh, the girl, the black dress. Her. Here she is, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Here she is. She's all the way in the back. So what? Keena was hungry, tired, feet hurt, butt hurt, not ready to love. She was just like, I'm done. Okay. It was
Could
just
you imagine like being in heels, a tight dress? So you probably got on Spanx too, and
mm-hmm.
it's hot. And no, that sounds terrible.
It just and all day too. Like if they're shooting, it was from day to night. They're shooting probably started first thing in the morning, going all day and all night in them heels. And they probably and I'm surprised because I remember the year before last Tesla season, the ladies had jackets. So they didn't bring jackets, nothing. It probably got mm, they need to do better
Yeah,
with this. Y'all,
poor
that's all we
things.
got. So that's our predictions for the next person to go home. I did like her dress. I do see the shoulder pads. Um, let's just wait to see the connections, how the connections are gonna go.
Mm-hmm. We will see.
We'll see. We'll see. Oh, here he is. He was just sweaty. Poor guy.
Aw.
Poor Fernando.
It's
Raise,
yeah, yeah.
raise a
Poor
glass.
thing.
Raise a glass to Fernando. He just, he was just hot. That was it. Mm-mm. What did Jeremy say? Jeremy, I'm gonna get you. Was it me or was Precious looking different every time she was on
That's what
camera?
I said. I was like, it looked, I don't know if it's because of how her hair was party, but every angle she looked different. I was like, did she change or I don't know what happened.
On it at the cocktail party, yes, but the big swoop was a lot. Looked completely different to me. Y'all, we're excited for this season. This is gonna be a doozy because they're trying to give what do you call it, cliffhangers or like something coming. What was it? Is it next episode or something like that or soon? But I feel like they should just not even eliminate somebody if they're especially with seven couples. So I think that maybe they think that if they cut down on the people, it'll be less of the cattiness, less of the craziness. I doubt it. That's
Mm-hmm.
mm-mm, mm-mm. Okay. What do you, y'all?
Alrighty, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we will
So
be back next Sunday with
join
another
me
review.
Join me if you can over to Crystal Lynette in 30 minutes. I'm going to have the ladies panel. We're going to be, this is part two. Sorry, y'all. I have been doing a lot, but this is part two for feminine versus masculine energy. I know Jeremy is going to be in the chat, killing me with his comments and questions. Please put your questions in the chat. Yeah. And next week we'll be coming back. For another review. And what do you call it? CMK on Friday nights.
Yep.
Yep, CMK on Friday nights. Yeah, that's it. I wish there was more. All right, y'all. 30 minutes. Go over to Crystal Lynette on YouTube. Thank you so much.
Bye, y'all.